Live, baby. Friday. What's going on, everybody? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me send the link online real quick. Spread the word. Before we get into it, gotta look over the news. Last day of the week, September 12th. We got news dropping at 7 a.m. Pacific time. Ideally, I'm gonna wait till after then, unless there's something super clear and crispy, but we'll see. It's linked to YouTube, let everybody know I'm live right now. Paste. Okay, let's try this again. Almost ready. Yeah, give me one. Second. Almost ready. Market's about to open. Um, some coffee. Go pour my cup and go get baby boy. Be right back. Oh no. All right, we back. Baby boy woke up early today, so he's gonna join us on the stream. Without further ado, let's get into it. It's Friday, and on Fridays, everybody says TGIF. For me, Fridays, we like to see a weekly retracement, right? Last day of the week, could expect to wherever the high is on this bullish candle, want to see it retrace to about 20 to 30% of the candle. So let's go down to the daily and really drill down here. Already took out previous day's high. That's 4 hour there. Not really much to see. 1 hour. Took out these highs, and then could see a shift down. I'm gonna trace down into a discount or equilibrium. 15 minute. Yeah, I mean, you had this clean sweep. Now I'm interested. We just got the market open. Want to see it move up like that, and then we'll get a displacement right around that 7 a.m. news drop. And honestly, target here, but not too fixated on NQ today. Um, I'm really interested in ES just because if you look on the 1 hour on NQ, there's no real fair value gap here. I mean, you have these nasty wicks, but it's just not as clean. Whereas if you go to ES, we got two fair value gaps here. Already tapped into one, but ideally I'd want to target maybe this one down below, just because it aligns with equilibrium. I made it up to myself. Hey, I'm talking, man. Want to retrace equilibrium, right, for the TGIF setup. Now let's zoom out again to the weekly here. Same thing. I think I already have it drawn out. Want to see 20-30% get reached. Daily candles looking bearish so far. Haven't taken out previous day's high like NQ. Dow, same thing. Previous day's high still intact. Still have this buy side liquidity intact. Sell side was purged. There, we'll remove that. Sell side on Dow, purged, remove that. Buy side still intact. Yeah, for me, I would want to see it move more towards equilibrium, but I would want to see these highs get swept first. But I doubt that's going to happen unless that 7 a.m. news is just brings a lot of volatility. One thing I've learned over the years studying the charts and focused on trading is the news is just the excuse, right? There's an algorithm that controls the markets just to make price drive efficiently. Um, and a lot of times the news events that you see, whether it's unemployment claims, Federal Reserve meeting, or even if the president is speaking, a lot of that volatility, hey, is just, or that news is just excuse for the volatility to, you trying to talk over me? You're crazy. Um, anyways, the news is just the excuse. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a bummer because ideally what we have here on NQ, I'd want to see it on ES just because ES has cleaner targets. I mean, I guess NQ, you could just focus on the 20-30% mark, which also I believe overlaps with equilibrium. If you were to take this range here from that low to this high, yeah, probably just target equilibrium. What if we go to like the 2 hour? Let's see. Is there a fair value gap? Nope. 4 hour doesn't even. It's crazy. This is the manipulation move right here. Might see some displacement here. But yeah, ideally I want to see strong candle. Kind of like this here. Here. This candle right here. Can get a strong close like that through here. That'd be fantastic. Yes, like I said, I want to see these highs get taken out prior to our shift down. 15 minute, 15 minute, 15 minute. Now we just wait and see. There we go. Price starting to dump. Um, my rule is to wait 6:45, so we're gonna do that and just hang on the 15 minute. So still got the daily candles on all three. Dow's bearish to start the day. ES is bearish to start the day. NQ is slightly bullish. Actually, yeah, slightly bullish, but can turn bearish in a matter of seconds right now. So NQ is above New York Midnight Open. New York Midnight Open. ES is right at it, and Dow is below it. So that's an interesting divergence we got there. Okay, look at this. So this is what we want to see on NQ. This is starting to form up to be beautiful, right? Starting to get this displacement leg. Is ES doing the same? No, it's not, surprisingly. For me, even though it's not as clear targets wise on where we would go, I would just look for this equilibrium to be reached. Wow, we're melting now. So we got 8 minutes before this closes, but if you look on the 5 minute, potentially could get a pretty decent close here. But I like to wait till 6:45 to trade anyway, so I'm gonna wait it out and see what happens. Got the stock heat map. See if that aligns with what we're seeing on the charts. So I want to be bearish on the day, so I want to see a lot of red here. Oh, wow. A lot of gray, meaning the markets are flat, mixed in with a lot of red and then a little bit of green. So supporting a bearish bias here. Although I admit with all this gray, it could go either way at this point, but ideally this is what I want to see. Well, ideally I want to see it all red, but I'm not mad one bit at all the gray. So we'll wait 7 minutes and yeah, reassess where we're at. Potentially look to get short here right before the news event. A go from there. For me, NQ's looking juicy. We'll wait and see. You got to bump it up, don't you know? Coco, you want to read the morning devotional with me? Let's read to the people, huh? Today is Friday, September 12th. Today is based on Nahum, chapter 1, verse 2. The Lord is a jealous and avenging God. Believer, your Lord is very jealous of your love. Did he choose you? He cannot bear that you should choose another. Did he buy you with his own blood? He cannot endure that you should think you are your own or that you belong to this world. He loved you. He loved you with such a love that he would not remain in heaven without you. He would sooner die than have you perish. He cannot endure that anything should stand between your heart's love and himself. He is very jealous of your trust. He will not permit you to trust in yourself. He cannot stand the thought of you hewing out broken cisterns and neglecting the overflowing fountain that is always free to you. What are you doing, you little monkey? When we lean upon him, he is glad. But when we transfer our dependence to another, when we rely upon our own wisdom or the wisdom of a friend, worst of all, when we trust in any works of our own, He is displeased and will chasten us, that he may bring us to himself. He is also very jealous of our company. There should be no one with whom we converse so much as with Jesus. To remain in him alone, this is true love. But to commune with the world, to find sufficient satisfaction in our earthly comforts, and to even prefer the company of our fellow Christians to secret fellowship with him, this grieves our jealous Lord. He longs to have us abide in him and enjoy constant fellowship with himself. And many of the trials that he sends us are for the purpose of weaning our hearts from created things and fixing them more closely on him who created everything. Let this jealousy that would keep us near to Christ also be a comfort to us. For if he loves us so much as to care about our love, we may be sure that he will allow nothing to harm us and will protect us from all our enemies. May we have grace today to keep our hearts in holy purity for Christ alone, with sacred jealousy, closing our eyes to all the fascinations of the world. Amen. In Christ alone, my hope is found. He is my light, my strength, my song. This cornerstone, this solid ground, firm through the fiercest drought and storm. What heights of love, what depths of peace, when fears are stilled, when striving cease. I see we got one viewer on. I don't know if that's my boy Jose or Luke, but either one of you, Jose or Luke, if y'all on, hit up the chat. What y'all seeing? Hey, 2.5 minutes, Coco, till 15-minute candle closes. It'll be 6:45. See, don't like this wick, so I'm gonna use the bodies to measure out this optimal entry zone. We'll adjust if it moves lower before this 5-minute candle closes. Yeah, I think I might want to go short here. Bam. Right there. Hey. Don't do that. No nonsense. No nonsense, son. No nonsense. 5-minute bearish. What do you got? After the sweep, break a market structure, retrace to. Hey, dude, what is going on, man? 90%. I get 48. And our target is this low and also equilibrium. The challenge will let me get more than a 5 to 1. So, might as well just increase. I'll be content with 970. Take that down low. Bam, bam. All right, that's what we want for today. Don't love that down ES aren't exactly aligned. Um, oh, that's a weird close there. I would rather have it closed. There you go. Close more down. Let's see. Next early candle looks bearish for NQ as well. ES and Dow. So, whew, that is an ugly close. I'm gonna wait till after the news. I don't wanna. Ooh, but it's getting ready to dump. Um, fine. I see it. Let me take it. 24, 36. Take profit is 23,970. And then, hey. Take it easy. It's okay. It's okay. And we're in there. Huh? Hey. It's okay, baby. No need. Oh, why are you biting me? What did I do? All right, last trade of the week potentially. We're dialed in. I don't know how I feel about trading right before the news. It's just you always get a crazy wick. Um, it's okay, Papa. I don't like that I'm in before the news event, so I think I might put my stop at break even. Just wait. Wait for the news release. Yeah, because I mean, Dow and ES are starting to creep up, setting the stage for a nasty little 7 a.m. wick. For whatever reason, NQ is still dropping, but I'm a little skeptical. Who knows? Maybe it'll just keep pumping. We'll see. So it's about 70 ticks. 7 a.m. macro. I mean, shoot, that would already be a 2 to 1. Just about. Some people would be happy with that. Let's take our medicine. It stops me out. But just afraid of that 7 a.m. wick, bruh. I already know how it goes. We still got 3 minutes or 9 minutes, so we'll see. See what is the exact low here? It's 35.50. Right at the start. Trade the 1 minute anymore, but choppy. Just let it run. Hands off the mouse. Wait for 7 a.m. Oh, those could be one of the rare times where price will go like that straight to the target. Yeah, I'm fine with my stop being at break even. Um, Convinced price is going to move higher. The 7 a.m. news just says the final manipulation, and then we'll drop lower after that. But we'll sit tight and wait and see. Got 5 more minutes. All right, let's follow me. Give me oh, this freaking spread. Whatever, $7 loss. Not bad. Basically got stopped at break even, which is what I was expecting. As the news events comes, I'd rather be out of the market just because we could see some crazy volatility right now. So let me just hide this. I need to use this for my note-taking purposes. Yes, actually, might be shaping up to be the better pair today. I want to see the sweep of buy side. Put an alert there. I want to see a sweep of this buy side, and then we'll get a shift down, retrace towards equilibrium of this price range. Let's get this and NQ next to one another. Cheers. Oh, news is dropped. For pending. Good or bad news? News is just the excuse. News is just an excuse. Bad. University of Michigan consumer sentiment is bad. Or came in bad. So I should drive price lower. Oh. No, the 20 to 30% range is between both of these for value gaps. So I'll just hide that for now. Keep that in mind. Rest of the session. And Q is still above New York Midnight Open, which is great. ES slightly above. I assume Dow is below, which in fact it is. Zero interest in Dow. Think it can move higher maybe to sweep these highs, but wouldn't want to trade that. That feeling. All right, height here. Continue to read price here. Then we moved our stop to break even. Yeah, full stop would have been reached, so I am grateful we moved stop loss to break even on this one. I'll give myself one more trade, and we'll call it a week. I'm just gonna watch this 15-minute. Crack open the book of life, Bible. Yeah, I'm coming. Baby boy went poopy. Go change his diaper. Be back. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Starting to see some shift here. Okay. ES still didn't sweep those highs. Swept this one at least. But 15-minute on ES and NQ starting to form some bearishness. Let's get a strong close beneath here. I'll look to enter shorts again. All right. This potentially could form a fair value gap that we could use to enter shorts if it doesn't leave without us. Go ahead and mark this while we're here. So we have this low to there. We'll adjust it accordingly. Same thing on ES. Well, there goes that for value gap. Did not form. It's all good though. At least for ES. I like this a lot because this could give room for it to move higher and actually sweep those highs that we previously mentioned, which would further validate a shift in market structure to the downside. So not mad, not mad one bit. Clarity equals certainty. Let's look at the 1 hour. 7 a.m. candle. Teeter tottering on NQ. ES looking bearish. Dow looking bearish as well. 4-hour candle, new one's printing. Strong bearish open so far on Dow. Bearish open on ES so far. NQ is on the far is getting ready to turn to bearish. So bias for shorts still holding out. Just gotta wait for the right setup to form. Dow's getting ready to look like it's starting to drop here, so ES and NQ could follow suit. NQ moving higher one more time, sweep some highs. We have all-time highs back here, right? Oh, right here from August 13th. So it looks like it might sweep all-time highs. Form a new one, and then retrace from there. We'll see. Anyway, it's 10 minutes till 7:30, so I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes, and then I'll call it a day. I'll have to get ready for work, but all in all, not a bad week to start off the 25K challenge with Fund Index futures. Where we stand right now is, had that nice trade on Wednesday, took a loss yesterday. Almost, if I didn't move my stop loss too soon, we would have had another win. And then hasn't registered yet, but we had a break even trade today. So all in all, not a bad week. Definitely have room for improvement, but learning one day at a time. Each day is opportunity to learn and get better, and that's what we're gonna do. Get 1% better every day. Like I said, got less than 10 minutes now before we'll end today's stream and move on to next week. Looking at next week's news events, to kind of map out when we will want to trade. Tuesday could be a nice opportunity. We have 5:30 news Pacific time, retail sales releasing in the US, and then you have Canadian CPI, so could be some nice volatility. Wednesday, got FOMC meeting happening, potentially gonna start cutting rates. Probably won't trade that day just because the day of FOMC is usually choppy, or at least the morning of before the meeting happens. Honestly, the day before FOMC could be pretty choppy. So Tuesday I'll be trading lightly. Wednesday won't be on. Monday, no real major news, so won't be on. Thursday got unemployment claims. I'll be on for that. Friday, not really much news, but last day of the week, so I'll be on for that. So it looks like Tuesday, Thursday, Friday will be on. All right, yes. Don't come all this way and not take out these highs. See, take it out and then move down. That's my whole setup. Sweep of liquidity, a break in market structure, retrace to fair value gap. Boom. Go to our target. Where's our equilibrium? Fibonacci. Wick to wick of this range. There is our equilibrium level. We will target that. Go. NQ took out all-time highs. Oh no. So NQ is starting to pump higher. ES is still flat on the day. And Dow is dumping lower. So markets are out of sync. Not ideal, not what we want to see because clarity equals certainty. But if all three are doing their own thing, it's uncertain. It's not clear. But still, what I'll be looking for is just ES to sweep these highs and then proceed to close beneath here. And then we look to get in on a retracement. So they're just all doing their own thing. Very interesting. 5 more minutes. And then gotta get ready. Oh, oh man. Let me set alert on NQ. If we get a close beneath this candle, I'll be interested in going short again. At the 30-minute, yeah. Curious to see what 30-minute chart looks like. Yeah, they're all doing their own thing. It's crazy. All right. Oh, excuse me. coffee's not even doing anything to me. It's not good, chap. Well, 7:30, a minute away. I'm gonna wish you all a beautiful weekend. Whoever's tuned in now or watches the replay later, appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll be planning the live stream next Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week, just based off the news events we have. Stay tuned to my Instagram. Be sure to give out the reminders for my streaming schedule, but nonetheless, the title of my trading movement is called SDG Trading, Soli Deo Gloria Trading. And Soli Deo Gloria is a Latin phrase that means to the glory of God alone. Um, for me personally, my faith is at the center of who I am. God is at the center of who I am, and I want to implement that into my trading. Um, there's an affirmation I always tell myself at the end of each week, doing a weekly recap, weekly journaling, is that I love trading. I'm blessed to have this knowledge. I thank God for this knowledge, and I will help others with this knowledge. Because at the end of the day, all of God's commands are summed up in two laws: to love God with all your mind, body, soul, and strength, and to love your neighbor and serve your neighbor. And trading is a great tool to do both. And my hope is that this